Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double shot and
NBC Sports presents the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. Live from Talladega, Alabama, it's the EA Sports 500. Race fans come from everywhere to watch the stars of the Winston Cup Series compete for 188 laps at over 190 miles an hour at Talladega. There are about 140,000 seats at this track, but only 43 people sit down for every lap. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Weber. Our NBC Race family saved you a seat, but heck, you probably wouldn't use it anyway. At this track, the rules dictate the race. Because teams are required to run a restrictor plate on their carburetor, the cars run around here in huge, fast packs. It can be thrilling to watch until something goes wrong. In all the history of NASCAR Winston Cup racing, no driver has ever won 5 consecutive Superspeedway races. Dale Earnhardt Jr. could be the first. He has 4 straight wins here at Talladega. But let's take you through his week, beginning with last Sunday afternoon at Dover International Speedway in Delaware. Less than 50 laps to go. The Budweiser Chevy slips out from underneath Earnhardt. He spins and hits the wall with the driver's side. Earnhardt was airlifted to the hospital. Diagnosis, slight concussion, banged up right foot. Earnhardt had to undergo a thorough physical exam in order to return to competition. On Wednesday, NASCAR said Earnhardt had been cleared to race by a recognized specialist. Friday, his qualifying time, which had him 11th in the field, was disallowed because the rear of his car was found to be 1/16 of an inch too low in post-qualifying inspection. So now, with the record book and his fans waiting, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s drive for 5 begins from 38. Here's Matt Yocum.
And Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the bus waiting to walk out the driver intros, talking to Jimmy Johnson and Super G Jeff Gordon. First off, how do you feel, Junior?
I feel fine. I'm ready to go.
Now, I talked to your team. They said you were joking around this morning that you would almost like to run 1,500 miles here. You have so much fun doing these plate races.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun running wide open all day long and running with these guys. I mean, just, it's a lot of fun just passing and running 3 wide and stuff. Hopefully we don't have any, big crashes or anything, and we can get to the front and have a safe race.
Well, he started in the back in the spring, went all the way to victory lane. To Marty Snider.
Well, Matt, we're running under some new rules here at Talladega this weekend. Bigger restrictor plates, bigger rear spoilers, and I know the competitors hope the new rules would take away the DEI advantage Michael Waltrip has at any.
I don't think so. They might look at qualifying and think, oh, good, they're in the back. But, we haven't been dominant in qualifying at the restrictor plate races, yet we've won 8 out of the last 11. It might sound cocky or arrogant to think that we can come here with new rules and do the same thing over again, but we think we can.
There you go. And Michael Waltrip, of course, won the biggest restrictor plate race of them all, Dave. The Daytona 500. Dave Burns.
Marty, in April, Elliott Sadler started this race 3rd, and he finished 3rd. Today, you start 1st. What's it going to take to beat those DEI boys and finish 1st?
I think it's probably going to take a lot of teamwork. Those guys always work pretty well together, but man, him and him's Ford Taurus was very, very fast yesterday in first practice, and really didn't do anything in second practice, saved it for today, and just got to be in the right line at the right time, play the correct chess game, and I did some of my homework last night, watching some old tapes, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to do the best we can and hopefully put this thing in victory lane.
Elliott Sadler won the pole and starts at the top of this field, while Kevin Harvick, he's on his way to the top of the points.
NBC Sports presents the EA Sports 500 for the NASCAR Winston Cup Series, live from Talladega. 43 drivers, 500 miles, 150,000 fans, and you, all waiting to see if the post-race story is a big move or a big mistake. We're glad you joined us. We don't think you'll want to leave. Right now, let's get it upstairs to 3 guys who should have more information they could possibly share with you this afternoon, because they really did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Alan Bestwick, Wally, Dallenbach, and Benny Parsons.
Yeah, Bill, we got a lot of excitement, too. This is Talladega, the big pack racing we've talked about. Going to be great for us all to watch. Maybe a little uncomfortable for the drivers, though.
I'll tell you, we've got 4 43 guys that are very, very uncomfortable today because if anything happens, any small thing happens, a mistake by another driver or a mechanical problem, this is what happens. It happened here in the spring on the 4th lap. Ryan Newman has a flat tire, and before it's over, about 25 cars involved. Yesterday in practice, 4 cars didn't even practice because they felt like the crash may happen in practice. Folks, how would you like to feel out there racing at 190 miles per hour and about a 30% chance you're going to wreck? But, Wally, some guys are starting in the rear.
Yeah, you got some fast guys in the rear like Dale Earnhardt Jr., Matt Kenseth, Ryan Newman. And the best way to get out of that wreck or keep out of that wreck is get to the front. Hopefully the wreck will happen behind you. So there's going to be a couple guys going to be charging to the front. But there's also about 40 other guys that are going to try to stay in the front.
We'll see if the big wreck happens. We'll all say ooh, ooh together as these cars race so close together. Let's go trackside for the opening ceremony.
And now, for the most famous words in motorsports, welcome back the Grand Marshal for the EA Sports 500, Miss America 2004, Erica Dunlap.
Gentlemen, start racing!
Here today, Davies kids. Had a chance to speak to them earlier. They're growing up nicely. The final moments of calm for the drivers before they charge into the storm of a Talladega race. NBC Sports live in Talladega, Alabama for the EA Sports 500 at the world's fastest speedway. Unpredictability, unparalleled excitement, got it all for you over these next few hours. Well, this is the EA Sports 500, and we decided we wanted to have Grudge Match 2 on NASCAR Thunder 2004. Benny and Wally last year. Let's see who wins this time.
All right, I'm going to take the pole sitter, Elliott Sadler.
All right, well, then I will take his teammate, the 88 car.
All right, here we go. Man, I got a great start.
Well, I guess you did. You smoked me. I was sleeping on the start.
Come on, baby.
I got you in my sights, BP.
Okay. Just got to draft that 8 car.
I'm going to give you a little tap just so you know where I'm at.
No, come on. Don't be banging on me. Oh!
BP, where are you going?
Keep scraping that wall. That's just a Darlington stripe there. All right, if I get to these guys here, I'll be doing good. Oh, we got trouble.
Oh, yeah, there's trouble.
Trouble. Into the back of... Oh,
I got through it. Yeah.
Oh, no. No. Back on it.
What a great job my spotter did.
Budweiser, the official beer of NASCAR, proud to sponsor the Bud Pole Award, given to the fastest qualifier at each Winston Cup race. Elliott Sadler picking up his first Bud Pole of the season. 15 drivers qualified for the Bud Shootout at Daytona next February since 1979. Anheuser-Busch is awarded more than $8 million as title sponsor of NASCAR's Pole Award program. Starting lineup for today's EA Sports 500. Elliott Sadler with Jamie McMurray on the front row alongside of him. Row number 2, Jimmy Johnson looks very strong in practice. And Sterling Marlin, who's had so much success in these restricted races over the years. Jeff Gordon, Dale Jarrett. Row number 3, Ken Schrader. Bill talked about the Schrader stat. Looked it up so you didn't have to. Starts in row 4 with rookie Casey Mears. Bill Elliott and Bobby Labonte going to share row number 5. Elliott's teammate, Jeremy Mayfield, has been very strong these last few weeks. And there's Tony Stewart in row number 6. Remember, Tony didn't practice his car yesterday because he wasn't feeling well. He's feeling fine. Jenny and I talked to him just after the drivers' meeting today. And Ryan Newman there in row number 6. I mentioned Jeremy. Why don't we get a word with him?
All right, let's try it. Jeremy Mayfield, Benny Parsons, you got me?
Benny, we got you loud and clear there, buddy.
Okay, Jeremy, now last week at Dover, we interviewed you after the race. Let's try talking to you before the race, okay?
10-4, we're pretty calm there right now. We're just drinking our ice cold Mountain Dew here, getting ready to get our Dodge up front there.
Is the car good enough to get to the front?
I think so.
so, Benny. We got a real good car here, and the guys done a great job on it. The motor's running good, and we're good in practice, so let's wait and see here.
Are we going to see passing up front? Something we failed to see the last few races?
I'm not sure. I think it's going to be interesting for all the fans out there, but we're going to see what happens. We're going to probably hit the middle lane there pretty quick and see if we can get there.
You're going up the middle?
Middle. We're going straight up the middle if we can.
Okay, well, good luck with that, Jeremy.
Thank you, Benny. Talk to you later.
Man, up the middle. What do you think, Wally?
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Well, he said it's going to be exciting for the fans.
Okay.
There's something to watch for in the opening laps, huh? Jeremy Mayfield starting 22nd. Look at provisional laps. Matt Kenseth, Dale Earnhardt Jr., after his qualifying time disallowed, Kurt Busch, Jeff Burton. A lot of good drivers in the back of the pack. Don't expect to be there for long. Jason Keller in the one car for DEI this week. And look at the list of drivers who failed to qualify.
Steve Park, Kyle Petty, Todd Bodine, Jason Lepper, all cars, the 4-car, all cars that run each and every week. Mike Bliss had another Joe Gibbs car here, failed to qualify.
Ryan Newman and Jason Jarrett will go to the back of the field because they changed engines during the race weekend, so they'll start at the back. The Winston Victory Lap program saw Bobby Allison as part of the pre-race ceremonies earlier. Terry Labonte's Winston Cup championships of 1984 and 96. Also being recognized on the pace laps as he takes a ceremonial spin around the track out in front of the field.